Here is the scrap of the floor that you've chosen. Now underneath has a thin veneer of plywood. The center is a medium density fiber cord with a thin veneer for the top of maple. Now another thing about this floor, it doesn't nail to the subfloor. It will float on top of the floor. It'll go together like a puzzle.
Sounds pretty easy to put together.
Well, it is pretty easy, but the hardest thing that we have to do right now is cut the bottom of this jamb and this trim so that the floor will slide under it. I'm going to use a flexible hole saw. It cuts on the backstroke. Now this pad will add some cushion to the floor, and it also has some acoustic value to it also. All right, when you get that on that pile, John, can you grab that top board, bring it over here, make sure that the tongue is facing away from you. That's right. This will be perfect, yeah. Now I want you to lay that against the baseboard gently, and I want you to slide it underneath the heat, touch the wall, and pull it back about 1/4 inch.
That's for expansion?
That's for expansion, because what we're building here is basically a wooden carpet. And once this floor is together as a unit, the whole thing expands and contracts from the outside edge, and we have to have room for this floor to grow.
Okay.
Now, next thing I want to do is take a measurement from our finished trim to the finish of the floor, and I want to add about 3/8 of an inch because I want the floor to slide under the trim, but I also don't want it to touch the framing below, again, for expansion.
Same reason, okay.
Okay, so we need a piece cut about 45 inches. What we're going to do is line up the finished edge to finished edge.
Okay.
So it's nice and even on the front. See?
All right.
Now I'm simply going to drop this down, and that'll clip it together,
Okay.
snap together. Now we're going to push it into the wall, slide it under the base, and just lay it there gently.
Okay.
Okay, let's get it under there where
Slide
it goes.
Okay.
Hold it down there. Okay,
we're
John,
there.
get a measurement.
Okay.
Finish to finish now.
Just under 45.5.
Okay, let's get that cut.
Okay.
Okay, Mary, let's just lay this here roughly.
Okay.
Get away
There you
towards
go, Tom.
John. Oh, there he is. Good. Okay,
Here's the cut piece.
let me lock this joint in. Okay, bring it down. Make it nice and flat. Tip it up. There we go. All right, Mary, you take this block of wood. I want you to tap that in for me as soon as I'll hold it. Okay, give it a tap. Good job. Okay, now, John, I need that piece that's left over from the piece you just cut.
Here it is, hey, Tom.
By using this piece, this automatically staggers our joints randomly all over the floor because we don't want any seams to line up. So now we've ripped the last strip to go into place. I want to keep the leading edge of this strip up against the floor. That's right, just like that.
Okay.
Now, watch your fingers and gently let it go down. Get your finger out of there now. I don't want to pinch you. Right there. Okay, now take that flat bar to your left, Mary. Put it in between the baseboard and that's right, and rock it to your left and right. It should push it right in. There you go.
There we go.
Perfect. Okay, now to cover this gap, or to make the transition between the old floor and the new floor, the manufacturer offers this transition piece, or threshold. I'm simply going to slide that in.
Now, Tom, how are you going to fasten it?
Well, I'm going to put some brads into the old floor because I don't want to nail the new floor. I want this floor to slide underneath that threshold.
It certainly makes sense.
Right. Now, to fill the gap against the baseboard, the manufacturer also offers this molding that's called a shoe molding. I'll put that in. That hides this gap, and I'll put some brads into the baseboard.
For the same reason, keeping the floor available for movement.
That's right.
Great. Hey, guys, what do you think? Whoa.
Oh, this looks great, Tom.
Not bad for a day's work, huh?
Really?
Not bad at all.
Looks pretty good.